above you that night. Black airplanes flew over the sea, and they were low and shifting like beached whales, shelled snails, as you strained and you squinted to see the retreat of their hairless and blind cavalry. You froze in your sensual, prayed for your poor soul. Sky was a bread roll, soaking in a milk bowl, and when the bread broke, fell in bricks of wet smoke. My sleeping heart woke, and my waking heart spoke, and there was a silence you took to mean something. Run, sing, for alive you will evermore be. And the plague of the greasy black engines of skulking has gone east, while you left to explain them to me, released from their hairless and blind cavalry, with your hands in your pockets, stubbily running to where I'm unfresh, undressed and yawning. Well, what is this craziness, this crazy talking? You caught some small death when you were sleepwalking. It was a dark dream, darling, it's over. The fire breather is beneath the clover. Beneath his breathing there's cold clay forever. A toothless hound dog choking on a feather. But I took my fishing pole, feeling your fever, down to the swimming hole, where there grows a bitter herb that blooms but one day a year. By the riverside I bring it here, apply it gently to the love you've lent me. While the river was twisting and braiding, the bait bobbed in a string, sobbed as it cut through the hustling breeze. And I watched how the water was kneading so neatly, gone trickling, nearly slow to a stop in this heat, in a frenzy, coiling flush along the muscles beneath. Press on me, we are restless things, webs of seaweed are swaddling, and you call upon the dusk of the mask of a squid shot, full of ink, until you sink into your crib, rowing along among the reeds, among the rushes. I heard your song before my heart had time to hush it. Smell of I was the last one. Scrape your knee, it is only skin, makes the sound of violins. And when I cut your hair and leave the birds all of the trimmings, I'm the happiest woman among all women. In the shallow water stretches as far as I can see, knee-deep, trudging along, the seagull weeps so long, humming a threshing song until the night is over. Hold on, hold on, hold your horses back from the fickle dawn. I have got some business out at the edge of town, candy weighing both of my pockets down till I can hardly stay afloat from the weight of them, and knowing how the calm folk condemn what it is I do to you to keep you warm. Being a woman, but always up the mountain side you're clambering, groping blindly, hungry for anything, picking through your pocket, lining with what is this? Scrap a sassafras, a Sisyphus. I see the blossoms broke and went after the rain. Little sister, he will be back again. I have washed 1,000 spiders down the drain. Spiders go saying, soaked and dangling silently from all the blooming cherry trees and tiny nooses, safe from everyone, nothing but a nuisance. Gone now, dead and done. Be a woman, be a woman. Though we felt the spray of the waves, we decided to stay till the tide rose too far. We weren't afraid, cause we knew what you are, and you know that we know what you are. Awfully told, incalculable, and discreetness and sorrow. Bar below, sipple sea cow, all done up in the bowl. Tall and road-teed and impalpable, bit of leather while you roll. Heather and hollyhock awkwardly moat along the shore. Are you mine? My heart, mine anymore. Stay with me for a while. That's an awfully real gun, and though life will lay it down, as the lightning has lately done, failing this, failing this. what you anointed in pointing your gun there. Lay it down nice and slow, there is nowhere to go. Save up where the light undiluted is weaving in a drunk dream at the sight of my baby out back on the patio, watching the bats bring night in. Well, I'll swear estuaries of wax white wand endlessly toward seashores unmapped. Last week our picture window produced a half word, heavy and hollow, hit by a brown bird. We stood and watched her gape like a rattlesnake, and paint and labor over every intake. I said a sword of prayer for some rare grace, then thought I ought to take her to a high place. Said dog nor vulture nor cat shall toy with you, and though you die bird, you will have a fine view. Then in my heart hand she slumped her sick way. We tramped through the poison oak, heartbroken in Kuwait. The dogs were snapping and you cuffed their collars while I climbed the treehouse. Then how I hollered, well, she'd lying as still as a stone in my palm for a lifetime or two. Then saw the treetops, cocked their head and up and flew in. Back in the world that moves often according to the holding of these closed dogs still run roughly round, little tufts of finch down. And the cities we passed were a flickering wasteland, but his hand in my hand made him hale and harmless. Well, down in the lowlands the crops are all coming. We have everything. Life is thundering, blissful towards death in a stampede of his fumbling green gentleness. You stop by, I was all alive in my doorway. We shocked and jived, and when you waved, I was gone. See, I got gone when I got wise, but I can't with certainty say we survived. Then down and down and down and down and down and deeper, stoke without sound, the blameless flames you and if you had not been. And when the fire moves away, fire moves away, son. And why would you say I was the last one? Oh, my bones, they are gone, gone, gone. Take my bones, oh, I don't need none. Cold cupboard, Lord, nothing to chew on. Somebody hold me cherry stone. Dig a little hole now, 3 inches long. Spit your bread in a hole in the ground. Leave upon the spot for the starving of me to look good for your cherry tree. When the bound breaks, what will you make for me? A little coming to rest on your knee. Well, what will I do with a trinket such as this? Think of your woman who's gone to the waves. But I'm so starving and freezing, my knees lay open. Then I'll crawl across the salt flats to stroke your sweet hand. Come across the desert with no shoes on. I love you truly, or I love no one. Fire moves away. Fire moves away, son. Why would you say that I was the last one? Last one. Clear the room, there's a fire, a fire, a fire. Get going, and I'm going to be right behind you. And if the love of a woman or two, dear, could move you to such heights, then all I can do